That's what the deal was.
Don Henley was the last
they were
one
like,
because they thought
do
he
you
may
know
have
where
dropped
Don
it."
Henley is? And it's just funny because he's on my Facebook surfer, 60s and over. It's just like, I could. They're
mentioned
like, do you
John.
know where he lives? I'd like, well, I could call him, but why would you want me to do that? It's like, we come here to be quiet and underground. Not this where someone's making a movie. It says on it, parody, satire.
You mentioned job. Are
The
you working
disgruntled YouTuber. It was so
Yeah.
like they, and the police were going, what's a swatting? And then I went, oh, this is a learning thing for the next time, because a swatting means the SWAT come,
Yeah.
and then it's a hoax. And I didn't understand why we can't star 69, like whoever made the call, whatever the mistake was, just back it up. And then, because the pays, but they didn't ask the judge's permission until afterwards. I get this envelope. That's what I found.
Yeah.
I was like, well, wait, sure, a judge would have been like, wait, you're sending all these policemen over to a low-income housing? Like, how many of these active shootings happened there? And then maybe they would have looked back and gone, wait, is this the same guy that was on the beach? I mean, just 20 minutes. And then, my daughter's school got a hoax. Mm-hmm. And they mentioned the room that I only mentioned on this live stream, like the day before.
Yeah.
And the actual, the principal comes out and is actually saying stuff like, well, those kids heard you say something weird. And it should be like, well, maybe they called, maybe they called the cops. And it's like, that's how you find them. But instead, I read in the newspaper, it just says, yeah, he mentioned they knew, but it's like, wait, a command center? That's like a big deal. And then it's like, Sheriff Bill Brown, hold on. Does he know that it could be the same caller? Because the person was the same one.
Yeah.
And this is what was amazing, is that nobody ever just got online. Like, instead of them showing up and not searching Google and seeing Chad's at the Beach was closed for 2 years since the COVID. So even if all that Ventura and Santa Maria, all those people who came going, active shooter,
Yeah.
one of them could have just been, well, let's look, what's Chad's? And then, who's this Creedon dude? Well, he's eating a mango. He's talking about, I don't know, his ex-wife, how they made up. It was a whole story. Wow, it looks like all the harbor police are pointing the guns the wrong.
Yeah.
The harbor police, they're not meant to show up at a thing. And then the social worker always showed up last, where I'm sitting there and it's already Bill Brown's going, well, you should have watched what you said. And I'm like, what did I say?